This is your weekly trip to paradise, Louisiana style, with Gary Risponi. Paradise, Louisiana is also brought to you by Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change, CCA Louisiana, and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament, IMCO, and by Farm Bureau Insurance.
Welcome to this week's edition of Paradise, Louisiana. Here we are at Old Scoop Barbecue, and guess who's back? Mr. Blaine Salters.
I'm back for a little while, yes, sir.
Just for a little while, huh? Well, I'm glad you're here. You're always full of information, especially when it comes to freshwater and the sac-a-lait, and that's your specialty. And I tell you what, you're not where your daddy went, but you really have been working hard, and you've been a real valuable asset to Paradise, Louisiana. Everywhere I go. So when Blaine gonna be back? When gonna be back? Before we get started, you know, tomorrow is the anniversary of 9/11, and you think about what that day meant in America and all over the world. So I mean, a special prayers for all the families that are affected. And it really affected almost the whole world. You know, we need prayers. We need prayers for peace, for comfort, and a big prayer to God Almighty, that this evil could leave us, okay? You know, we all know we can be assured of salvation, but the evil's still going on in the world. So let's pray a special prayer, and let's think about all the people that have suffered all over the world right now, suffer in all parts of the country that are still having to put up with these evil people. You know they come from the devil, so that's it. Also a time to celebrate right now. Celebrate this fall in Louisiana. What do you think about it?
We'll be in the 60s next weekend for the low. Then it's going to get back up. But next Saturday and Sunday, it's going to be a welcomed feeling.
Oh, that way. But I always think about it, and why it's my favorite part of the season. Football, fishing, festivals,
deer
hunting. Not deer hunting ain't yet, but we are in hunting. You see this? We had a great dove hunt. This coming weekend, teal season opens. It is ready. Families get together, them dove hunts. That was all about families. You won't believe. In the next couple of weeks, I'll show y'all some video of my family dove hunt, but I'm gonna probably run a few pictures of all the family, and especially my family. We had my kids, grandkids, son-in-laws, great-grandkids, 4 and 5 generations. It just warms my heart. The only thing bad is sad when I think about my dad. What he always brought us up and out, what he would be thinking right now. My brother got a little emotional thinking about it. He said, what would Daddy be thinking right now? So thanks to my brother Eddie for always putting this together, my nephew. Thad, they put all that together, and Eddie and his kids, and we're all there. We're all there. I mean, and there's people that had to work, had something else going on. We were all together. Thank you, Lord. What about you? Now, you had a busy week, and you weren't here last week, and you had something come up, but what's your schedule coming up, Real?
Well, at the end of the month, I'll be going to Broken Bow, Oklahoma for it's a first annual. We're going to be hosting one in Louisiana next year.
Well, I got to correct you. Joe Macalusa Don told me ain't no such thing as first annual. It's the inaugural.
It's a Fisherman's Haven Kids Association fishing tournament that I'm going to be hosting. It's going to have 10,000 family members. 10,000 kids are going to be there, so I'm going to be the host. So got a big event up there, but we do have an event coming up in 2 weeks. People rarely remember it because it's football season, but September 23rd, you got the Louisiana Department of Wildlife and Fisheries Hunting and Fishing Day on Flannery. So it's a great opportunity to come out and get kids involved in hunting and fishing.
It's all over the state. We go to Woodworth. We used to go to every one. We separate. Joe, Don, and I, we separate. Joe would go here. I'd go to Woodworth. I'm glad that when we get to the calendar, we want to mention again Hunting and Fishing Day. Very, very, very important. Thank you for remembering.
Oh, yeah. Well, bad thing is it's on an LSU game day every year, so... But it's from 8 to 1, so you can get in early and still catch the game.
It ain't never. I tell you what, I watched 3,000 and 4,000 people come through the gate at Woodworth, same day here at Waddell. So when we come back, we're going to have a short fishing report, and we don't know what video that Chris is going to bring us, but I promise you it's going to be good. Because we're stacking up the video to get Cavs all the way through election time. That's another season in Louisiana's preference. Elections are here. Be sure to go out and vote. We'll be right back with Mr. Blaine Salters. Salters Jigging Pose.
I'm Brett Favre. As a quarterback in the NFL, if I didn't stay focused, I ended up on my back or worse. Even the smallest distraction could make a good play or offensive drive come to an end. When you're in a car, the smallest distraction could end much more than a drive. It could end someone's life. Just like I refuse to lose on the field, I refuse to lose someone I love to distracted driving. And you should too. Focus on the road. Don't drive distracted. A message from Farm Bureau Insurance.
New Berkeley Fireline Ultra 8. It's rounder, smoother, and 4 times more abrasion resistant than original Fireline. Expect 10% longer casts and superb knot strength.
And you thought Fireline couldn't get any better.
As members of a Touchstone Energy cooperative, we've all got a job to do. And the more we work together, the more we save. That's the power of your co-op membership.
Demco, your Touchstone Energy cooperative.
Here it is, 2023. Gate on Duck Festival. Don't know what it is. Voted the #1 festival in Louisiana for years.
Welcome to the 47th Annual Gate on Duck Festival 2023. We're watching Paradise, Louisiana.
Hey, we're back.
Hi, I'm your 2023 Miss Gaydon, Emily Nicole Lacombe, and welcome to the Gate on Duck Festival.
watching Paradise, Louisiana. Fat Dog Show. All right.
I've been asking him to change the oil for months now, and he never did. So I finally just went to Binny's. They even washed my car for free. Uh-huh. And you know what? It was amazing. Yeah, I left Binny's and got home before Rob even knew I was gone.
Benny? Who the heck is Benny?
This is Don Dubuque asking you to join me as a member of the Coastal Conservation Association. For 30 years, CCA has worked in Louisiana to conserve our incredible fisheries, making sure that our fishing is great today and for generations to come. Whether looking out for redfish and specks, eliminating gill nets, building reefs across the coast, or work at the state capitol and in D.C., CCA is doing what's best for the fish and the sport we love so much. Your $30 membership will ensure that this work and our great fishing endures well into the future. Go to ccalouisiana.com and join CCA today.
For the thirsty, for those who hang out in packs, for heroes, for sidekicks, for those who see the glass half empty, for those who see it half full, for those on the right, for those on the left, for those with nicknames, for those with curves, for people that cycle, for people that recycle, for BFFs, for frenemies, for those with style, for lovers, for families, for big families, for everyone.
JB, give us some of your fish reports that you're getting right now from the Spillway, Old River, Toledo Bend. Where are most of your reports coming from?
Reports up north are always really good. You can always find fish in Toledo Bend, Darbone, all the reservoirs. Here, fish early or pick you out 3 or 4 hours and fish the shade hard as you can. They're catching a few still in Henderson, and you can still be successful in Old River right now. It's been the longest little run in Old River we've had for a long time, but you can catch 10 to 15 if you fish hard, fish the shade. Shad moved under the piers. As soon as that sun comes up, so do our sac-a-lait. So you can chase them there. Hadn't got many reports from the Spillway this week, but cool weather's right around the corner, so get ready.
Most of the bass reports are getting is coming from Slidell area and people in these rivers. In them subdivisions in the Slidell area, they catch a speckled trout. Chaz was on the internet the other day, and he was showing people, and he just left the trip. He had pictures, but I'm sure it's going to be on his website. Him and his wife were murdering big trout. Big trout using his bait. The same thing, the lemon lime color, lemon head, is what they call it. But he is just hammering them, and they've been on his website. So just check him out. He's doing good. Island Marina telling me all the captains are catching fish in Lake Catherine itself. If you talk about Venice, you watch other shows, I saw Kevin and them going to redfish, them went crazy. The river's low, everywhere they're going, the redfish, I'm talking about from Point of Shane, Delacroix, the redfish are just going crazy, and bull reds sometimes. Sometimes they got to get out of them because they're wearing them out. They're getting tired. And whatever bait they're using, they catch them on live shrimp, dead shrimp, under a cork. And that's been the report, and it's constant. If you go on Facebook, you can see these captains from all the way from Charlie Thomason, all these captains right there reporting fish, and when they find them specks, they stick with them and catch them. Also, I got a good report with white trout coming from out down below Slidell in those areas. So I don't know what else I can tell you for a fishing report, but that's why I say it's short. Mike Brantley, he whatever the kids want, he want to go catch drum. He wants to see them fight. Still catching the shark every now and then. He fishes out of the point, and then Miss Angie at Island Marina is just unbelievable. Toledo Bend. Now, we get the lake report. You can go on their website, and they're giving you stages and whatever. But it's
some
amazing.
Big bass being caught in there this year, too.
Oh, yeah. Well, you saw that week how many people had a 10-pound over, had their replica made and given to them. So they do that every year. It just amazes me when we talk about Louisiana. I don't know if you all know this, but I've been promoting it all my life. I've been to Toledo Bend when they were the second or third time when they were the most outstanding bass lake in the country. I went over there and we promoted that. We've been promoting all the tournaments, the national tournaments, the elite tournament, the Pro Bass Challenge. All of them are coming. They come to Louisiana, we there, or anywhere close. They go to Raven. We've been covering Paradise, Louisiana for years. And I just warms my heart to know how many times Bassmaster Classic been in New Orleans and Bossier City Lake. Wherever they go, they show up and they always catch fish and they always break records.
I hear there's a pretty popular bass fisherman coming to your hometown over there in central Louisiana this week.
I was going to be there in this county. You beat me to the punch. But the only thing bad, that's my chapter, CCA. Their banquet is Thursday night in Central at the same time. Zoe Baptist Church going to have Hank Parker there. They're going to have the meal from 5 to 6:30. So if you make the meal, you see Hank, you might be able to just run down the road and right across from St. Alphonsus Church. I forgot the name of the place. I'm writing it down. But the CCA Co-Mid Banquet is a very popular banquet, and it's going to be on the same Thursday night this coming week. So put that on your calendar. The real builders, while I'm on the event calendar, I just want to remind you, Real Builders Fishing, that benefits Wish to Fish and a bunch of charities. That's going to be at Island Marina in Slidell, Lake Catherine. And that's the weighing going to be 1 to 3, and that benefits. They got all kind of prizes, so you get there early, you can fish, you can sign up today, whatever. But Real Builders Fishing Tournament by the Home Builders, presented by the Home Builders, is September 30th. That's a Saturday. So put that on your calendar. I've been telling y'all every week is a good cause and friends of mine. So that's it. For fishing report. Hunting report, all I'm going to tell you is make sure you got all your license. Now I went and upgraded my license. They still behind my other license. They say it was ready, but it's not. In other words, it's still, I got to the 1st of October. Now I can go ahead and get it, but I had all my other license, they updated, but the basic 65 and older license, I got to get it $5 in October. So whatever it is, thank y'all for what y'all do to wildlife and fisheries. We covered a lot of things. I went to the meeting. It was very controversial on some things that was going on this past week. I was at the wildlife and fisheries meeting. When more news coming out, we're going to start interviewing some of these people. With a 30-minute show, it's been hard to bring these guests in. We used to bring them in all the time. Right before turkey season, deer season, whatever we talked about, whatever duck hunting season. It's sort of have a 30-minute program and give you a fishing report and let you see some outstanding videos. So, but you just stay tuned, Paradise, Louisiana. When we come back, we're going to have a final word from him and me. Watching Paradise, Louisiana from Old School Barbecue. Right here. What's the name of that street out there?
Coursey Boulevard.
Coursey. Where is Superior Bait and Tackle?
That's on Segan Lane next to Jim's Firearms.
Good thing you're here. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
I've been asking him to change the oil for months now, and he never did. So I finally just went to Benny's. They even washed my car for free. And you know what? It was amazing. Yeah, I left Benny's and got home before Rob even knew I was gone.
Benny? Who the heck is Benny?
This is Don Dubuque asking you to join me as a member of the Coastal Conservation Association. For 30 years, CCA has worked in Louisiana to conserve our incredible fisheries, making sure that our fishing is great today and for generations to come. Whether looking out for redfish and specks, eliminating gill nets, building reefs across the coast, or work at the state capitol and in D.C., CCA is doing what's best for the fish and the sport we love so much. Your $30 membership will ensure that this work and our great fishing endures well into the future. Go to ccalouisiana.com and join CCA today.
I'm Brett Favre. As a quarterback in the NFL, if I didn't stay focused, I ended up on my back or worse. Even the smallest distraction could make a good play or offensive drive come to an end. When you're in a car, the smallest distraction could end much more than a drive. It could end someone's life. Just like I refuse to lose on the field, I refuse to lose someone I love to distracted driving. And you should too. Focus on the road. Don't drive distracted. A message from Farm Bureau Insurance.
As members of a Touchstone Energy cooperative, we've all got a job to do. And the more we work together, the more we save. That's the power of your co-op membership.
Demco, your Touchstone Energy cooperative.
Hey, welcome back to Paradise, Louisiana. Blaine, before we get out of here, let me remind people how to do it. If you got a good fishing report, a good hunting report, email me or Blaine, but we usually work together. You can email me, Gary, lowercase, Gary at Paradise, Louisiana, lowercase, spelled out, .com. Gary at ParadiseLouisiana.com. You send me a good photo and a report with their names, what's going on, and I promise you it will air on Paradise, Louisiana, especially kids. We got hunt season come, make sure the target, a lot of times our producers don't want to put a bloody shot of a deer or whatever, but clean it up, do it, and if you're killing a deer, make sure the tag is showing too. Joe Macalusa was always so adamant about putting a picture in the paper. Make sure we follow the law. And the Wildlife and Fisheries said, hey, I'm sure they tag it, but make sure you show the tag and you do it good. Fish, as always, you ain't got to hold it way out from it. You look and your thumb is bigger than your nose, you look at it. But if you hold it back, just a good place in front of the camera, don't block the face. Make sure the sun is, or the light is in the subject's face, and take a good picture. Everybody likes to see it and they want to see it. If you got a good box shot, you can send it along with the one holding the main fish up. But with just a box shot with no story on it, we can't use. Again, Blaine, you pushing them rods out, and you've been busy right now. What you got that you can tell people how they can get in touch, where's the places they can get your rods and your reel?
Right behind the Superior Bait and Tackle's got my whole line, so that's a start for sure. But we've got everything listed on the website. You can go to authorized retailers on saltersjigandpole.com. You can find everything.
Okay, well, good. Where's mine? I ain't got my new one. I got a bunch of the old ones. But most
we got to go get in the
dead.
boat real soon. That's what we need to do.
Yeah,
This weather cools
we've been
off.
promising the poultry, sheep, and bacon, Zach, but we were going to go.
That's going to be
him.
a fun trip, too.
I'll keep waiting on it. Keep waiting on it. The river's low. I don't know how you're doing it, but lowest has been in 50 years. Can you believe that?
It's everywhere it's low. I've never seen it this low in my lifetime, so I hadn't reached 50 yet.
I guess up in Minnesota, you definitely can walk across it now. Thank y'all for watching Paradise, Louisiana. Don't forget voting season, hunting season. Get all your license. Be safe. Don't forget, it's still hurricane season, but it's starting to wind down. Let's pray a little harder Keep them away from my coast. Keep them away from any coast here. What I did want to say, did you know as many times in sporting and fishing magazine, Louisiana is the #1 fishing destination in the country.
Absolutely.
South Louisiana, Toledo Bend, wherever the coast, the #1 fishing destination in the country. If you count Venice, they vote Venice, South Louisiana, Grand Isle, the number in the top 5. And the last time I saw it, the #3 fishing destination in the world. #3 fishing destination in the world. God bless Louisiana. Let's keep it a paradise. What you say, Rain?
Thanks for watching another episode of Paradise, Louisiana.
See y'all next week.
Paradise, Louisiana is also brought to you by Baton Rouge Coca-Cola Bottling Company, Benny's Car Wash and Oil Change, CCA Louisiana, and the CCA Louisiana Star Tournament, IMCO, and by Farm Bureau Insurance.